Buying a used Mercedes-Benz often feels like a gamble because popular opinion insists these cars become financial sinks the moment their factory warranty expires. That reputation for draining bank accounts exists for a reason, especially given the well-documented history of balance shaft failures and collapsing air suspensions that demand thousands to repair. If you dismiss the entire brand based on those horror stories, you miss out on some of the most impressive automotive values on the market right now. While Mercedes has certainly built some questionable vehicles, they also engineered specific platforms capable of hitting 250,000 miles with just standard fluid changes. Distinguishing a money pit from a smart investment comes down to knowing the exact chassis codes and production dates. We are going to bypass the badge appeal to focus strictly on 7 specific models that ownership data and specialist reports identify as genuinely trustworthy for the long haul. If you appreciate detailed analysis of car reliability based on actual mechanical data, please subscribe to the channel to help us keep these reports coming. We start with the vehicle that effectively salvaged the brand's reputation in the modern era, which is the W204 Generation C-Class, produced between 2011 and 2014. Mercedes was struggling with serious quality control issues following the Daimler-Chrysler merger, so the W204 arrived as a necessary overcorrection, designed to prove they could still build a tank. While the whole generation is decent, the real reliability peak is the facelifted era from 2011 to 2014, because it bypasses early engine teething troubles. You want to hunt for the C300 or C350 naturally aspirated V6 models that use the 7G-tronic automatic transmission. The C300 pushes 228 horsepower to reach highway speeds in just under 7 seconds, while the C350 bumps that output to 302 horsepower for a sub-6-second sprint. You are buying this for mechanical simplicity rather than raw speed, since there are no 48-volt mild hybrid systems or hot V-turbo setups to cook plastic connectors. The driving experience feels dense and heavy in a way that recalls older Mercedes engineering, but you must be surgical with your search criteria. Avoid the 2008 to 2010 models with early M272 engines because the balance shaft failure on those units requires an engine-out repair costing thousands. Sticking to 2011 and newer models, while verifying transmission fluid changes every 40,000 miles, gets you perhaps the best entry-level luxury sedan money can buy. Moving away from sedans brings us to the 2013 to 2015 Mercedes-Benz GLK 350. Which was a polarizing vehicle when it first launched due to its sharp edges. That upright styling has aged remarkably well, and the modified C-Class architecture underneath feels even stouter than its sedan counterpart. You should target the later model years equipped with the 3.5-liter M276 V6 because it delivers 302 horsepower and moves the compact chassis with surprising authority. Reliability comes from the fact that Mercedes did not try to force this vehicle to be an off-road warrior or a sports car. The M276 engine in these specific years corrected earlier timing chain tensioner issues to become one of the most robust V6 engines the company ever produced. Visibility is excellent thanks to those upright pillars, and the hydraulic steering on many versions offers genuine road feel without the ride crashing over bumps. The main weak point to watch is the sunroof drains, which can clog with debris and cause water to leak into the cabin. But that is a cheap preventative fix compared to mechanical repairs. Finding a clean GLK 350 with documented differential and transmission service records gives you one of the last great naturally aspirated SUVs. I am curious whether catastrophic engine failure or endless electrical gremlins scare you more when shopping for used luxury cars. So please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We step back in time for the Mercedes-Benz E-Class W211 facelift from 2006 to 2009, which serves as a massive redemption for the chassis. The early models from 2003 to 2005 suffered from the infamous SBC brake-by-wire system that had a finite lifespan and a massive replacement cost. Mercedes resolved those major headaches in 2006 by removing the SBC system in favor of conventional hydraulic brakes and stiffening the chassis. The result is a comfortable highway cruiser that offers superior interior materials compared to many modern vehicles. Buyers seeking the most reliable experience should look for the E350 V6, while those wanting effortless power can target the 5.5-liter V8 in the E500. The only significant mechanical risk to manage here is the suspension, since the optional airmatic system will eventually suffer from leaking struts and compressor failure. Your best bet for a budget-friendly ownership experience is finding a car with factory coil springs to eliminate that potential repair bill entirely. Securing a post-facelift model with coil springs gets you a car that costs $60,000 when new for a fraction of the price. Many master technicians cite the 2014 to 2016 Mercedes-Benz E-Class W21 as the chassis they would choose to drive across the country tomorrow without hesitation. This car represents the final era of heavy engineering before technology took over, and the 2014 facelift solidified the mechanical reliability of the 3.5-liter M276 V6. The W21 feels incredibly distinct behind the wheel because high-speed stability is absolute even at 90 miles per hour. The interior avoids giant touchscreens in favor of buttons and clear gauges that function as a proper workspace for high-mileage drivers. Common issues are minor, such as oil-filled motor mounts that tend to collapse every 60,000 miles and cause vibration at idle. You might also encounter seeping oil cooler gaskets or dirty collision prevention sensors. But these are not catastrophic failures. Sticking to coil spring models rather than the complex airmatic system ensures you avoid expensive suspension work. A well-maintained W2112 E350 is capable of covering 300,000 miles with basic care. Buying a used S-Class usually invites financial ruin, but the 2009 to 2013 S550 from the W221 generation stands as a rare exception when you choose the right specific example. This model replaced the notoriously flimsy W220 and brought back a sense of road presence with flared fenders and a naturally aspirated 5.5-liter V8. That engine delivers 382 horsepower with zero drama and moves the massive sedan to 60 in just over 5 seconds. The driving experience offers true luxury through double-pane glass and a suspension that absorbs potholes completely. You cannot maintain this car on a tight budget because the standard airmatic suspension and heavy control arms will eventually require expensive service. This car makes the list solely because the core powertrain is incredibly durable and the transmission is stout. Finding a 2010 to 2013 model where the previous owner already replaced the air struts offers a $1 million driving experience for a bargain price. You must scan all electronic modules before buying and walk away if the system shows numerous faults. The runner-up spot belongs to the Mercedes-Benz GLE 350, covering the 2016 to 2019 model years, which was the first generation to carry the new nomenclature. Mercedes had resolved almost every platform issue by 2016, and the GLE 350 benefits immensely from using that same proven, non-turbocharged 3.5-liter M276 V6. Avoiding turbochargers in a heavy SUV actually aids long-term ownership by reducing heat and stress in the engine bay. The cabin is wider and quieter than the older GLK, offering a significant step up in material quality for families. Your buying strategy here is identical to the sedans, in that you should find a model with coil springs to avoid the unnecessary risk of airmatic repairs. The steel spring suspension provides perfect comfort for daily driving, though you should watch for oil leaks from the cam sensors. Checking the condition of the serpentine belt and tensioner is the only other major maintenance item to keep in mind for this reliable luxury hauler. The data indicates that the top spot actually goes to an SUV, specifically the Mercedes-Benz ML350 W166 produced from 2011. This generation served as a major engineering reset focused on longevity, while sharing the same excellent M276 V6 engine found in the GLE and E-Class. It takes the top ranking over the W212 sedan because it offers that same powertrain reliability combined with the all-weather capability and towing capacity most buyers need. The chassis is rigid and incredibly resistant to rust issues that plagued earlier models. Driving the ML350 feels isolating and quiet, and sticking to steel spring versions keeps running costs very low for a luxury vehicle. You need to verify the car is a true W166, rather than a late model W164, since they look somewhat similar, and you must check that the 7G-tronic transmission received fresh fluid every 40 to 50,000 miles. Inspecting the cooling system for plastic degradation is the final step in securing a vehicle that is safe, comfortable, and simple enough to run for decades. Purchasing a Mercedes without a warranty is about education and knowing that a 2012 C-Class survives, while a 2005 S-Class often fails. Choosing the M276 V6 over complex V8 engines is the smartest way to protect your finances. I challenge you to find a local independent specialist and pay them for a pre-purchase inspection, because that small upfront cost is the best insurance available. Owners of these specific chassis codes should comment with their current mileage so we can see which models are lasting the longest. Please like the video and subscribe for more honest automotive analysis. If you found this information helpful,